Welcome to SolidCAM Professor. I'm Sydney, your SolidCAM Professor, with one of many videos available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In this recording, we'll demonstrate the use of multi-axis simultaneous machining on this aerospace part. If we take a look at this part, you'll note that we have these walls over here are undercut on the part. If you take a look from the top view, you can see that it's undercut from this area over here. And this wall over here is just the opposite of this wall. But these walls over here on this area are also undercut. And the same thing with this third area over here. And these are the sides that we'd like to machine at this point. So first, let's start with this area over here. If I go into my first operation, what we've done here is as follows. I've used the option of parallel cuts out of all my options over here. And if I take a look at my geometry, you'll see that I'll be machining these walls over here, these three walls over here. If I continue on looking down, you'll see that I will be working without any offsets. I'll be doing a finish cut. Now, if I go into my tools, I'll be using a 4mm ball end mill. If I go to my toolpath parameters, you'll note that I'll be going down every millimeter. Now, let's take a quick look also at my tool axis control. You'll see my lag angle will be 0, but my tilt angle will be at 90 degrees. I want the side of the tool to be exactly flat along this wall here, so I chose it to be 90 degrees. Now, if we take a look at the simulation, you'll see the following. The tool will come down, and it's going down every millimeter, and you'll also note that the tool is always 90 degrees towards the wall that it's working on. We can see it here from this side, and we get to the next area over here. You can see that as well, that it's always 90 degrees to the wall that it's working on as we complete the entire part. Now, we've done the same in our next two operations for each of these areas. This operation being for these walls over here, and this operation being for these walls over here. Now, in my next operations, I'd like to do the following. I'd like to work on the radiuses that are at the bottom of the walls itself connecting to the floor. The same with this area and this area as well. So let's go into the next operation. We'll be working on this area over here. And what I've done is the following. First of all, I'm using the option of projection. Now, if I go into my geometry itself, we can see that the drive surface itself, I've chosen these radiuses at the very bottom over here. And my projection curve is the actual bottom curve of the radius itself. You can see going from this area to over here. The tool that I will be using again will be my 4mm ball nose end mill. Now, if I go to my tool axis control, my tool axis direction will be tilted through a curve. And the curve that I will be using will be this sketch that I had created over here. This sketch can later on also be seen inside my CAD tree as well. Now, by having the tool go through this line over here, this tilt curve over here, it'll keep it away from these walls and keep the tool only working on the actual radius, not touching the walls, but only touching the radius itself. If we take a look at the simulation, you'll see that the tool will come down and it's traveling through that curve as shown over here, exactly through that curve. And you can see that the bottom of the tool, the actual ball, is exactly on the radius. This will go around, keep on tilting with that actual curve as shown over here. And as we go to this side, you can see that's coming around, staying on that curve, and working only on the radius. Now, the next two operations that we have here did the exact same thing for this area as well as this area shown over here, completing this entire part. For more videos on SolidCAM Professor, please go to our website www.solidcam.com and look for our Professor tab. Take care and have a nice day.